Hello, viewers out there. Welcome to the Artist Challenge. As you can see, I have we got four artists with us tonight here of different realms of the world. If you want to go around to clockwise and just give a quick introduction of where people can find your wares and hopefully support you, that'll be wonderful.
My name is Scott McFarland. You can find my work at Cafe Plastic on Instagram. I'm from Central Massachusetts, so I do a lot of the conventions in New England throughout convention season. And I've been doing bootleg and custom toys for about 5 years. And over the last year, I've been doing store-exclusive comic covers from my local comic shop. So that's been something that's been like a dream come true. So I've been super excited about that.
Awesome. All right.
I'm Mark Enright. You can find me at Mortarheads, Mortar, on Instagram, or Mortarheads on Squarespace. And last 5-6 years, I've been making masks, mostly of action figures and toys.
Skeletor.
He's back there somewhere lurking. But I've been sculpting for like 15, 16 years, and I've done makeup effects and that kind of stuff. But masks are what I usually focus on these days.
Cool.
Right.
I'm in La Crescenta, California, in case you care.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks.
I'm Henny. But my toy thing is Nekosatsu Toys. I do make bootleg resin toys for the last about 4 years, and I'm a graphic designer too.
Yeah.
And Quinn does all my writing for the bios on the back.
Nice.
And Quinn is your surprise brother?
Yeah, he wasn't a surprise though, but he is
Not to you.
We're twins. But yeah, no, he's more of like a creative consultant too. He deserves to be here, you know. He's in back home from school right now, so I figured I'll show him a good time.
Now, oh yeah, it's a wild night.
It sure is.
Now, as you're drawing, will he be like, they'll be like judging over your shoulder, like, no, you shouldn't do that, or?
Oh yeah, no, we have a very micromanaged.
Does he know that?
Quinn does draw.
Now, is Quinn also taking part, or is he just here for?
Is that all right?
Oh, if you don't
do you mind if he draws?
Oh, please, yeah, the more the merrier.
All
Absolutely.
right. I think he should dazzle you with his artistic prowess.
Yes.
It's something to behold for sure.
Well, now you're hyping him up, so it better be good. I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
So the theme for this time around, this is the first that's going to become like a bi-weekly or monthly episodic thing. The theme is Star Wars Cantina characters. I know they actually name the Cantina, but I being an older person, it's the Cantina. That's all. I don't care what the name is. I don't know if anyone has that opinion or not, but so it's going to be 4 characters. Actually, had some foresight, and I hear the rules again in case you guys want to see. Before subjects from one theme. You don't know what the subjects are until I tell you what they are. You have a minute to draw each one, which is up from, I think I started at 30 seconds and then went to 45, but I think a minute is a little bit more comfortable. If everyone's okay with that, if you're not tough. And if you want to reference an image, if you don't know, you can, or just if you don't know what it is, you want to draw what you think it is, that's fine too, whatever. And have some fun. So if you can draw, like, you know what one of them is, and you draw like a foot, that's your interpretation of it. No problem. Whatever.
Cool.
So yeah, the Cantina ones, and I'm going to start off with one that actually made me ask Mark to be here because I know he's a fan of this. I assume it's a gentleman. Could be an assumption, but I'm going to do Ponda Boba. But I know that you are a fan. You do your Walrus Man Wednesdays, your postings about that particular character. If everyone aware of what this character looks like, or do you need a second to pull up a reference picture, or is everyone good to go?
He's one of my favorites. I love him.
Yeah, no, I love him. But
look at that.
I actually have one behind me, right there.
Ooh.
A little
So
tiny
everyone-
one, and there's
everyone-
another over here
now.
too.
Now, what is it about that this character that makes it a favorite of the both of you, or however many? Is it the butt-like mouth thing, or is it just the weird voice, or the whole package?
He's just so funny looking, you know, and he's got this like weird little, I don't know what it is. He looks like he's wearing like a little like a schoolgirl swimsuit over like a blue spandex like bodysuit, you know. At least in the counter version. But yeah, his like sideways mouth too. His weirdly like shaved like pinkish mouth. He's just funny looking. I just like him. You never know.
He's very interesting. I think of the all the characters that they featured, he's one of the far more interesting looking ones. They put some time
For sure.
into.
Yeah.
He also doesn't like Luke either. I don't know if that's a plus or not, but
No, he doesn't.
yeah. All right, so I'm going to set my phone timer for a minute. The pressure's about to start, everyone. Can you take it? You all seem very nervous. All right,
Nothing
here we go.
Up a crowd like Ponda Boba.
That's right. All right, I'm gonna on three. I'm starting. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, go. I'll insert some music over this. It's not just us breathing.
Can you let us know when we have like 15 seconds left?
Maybe. Yeah, I will. "15 seconds. Right? Time. That's it, everyone. I hear scribbling. No. Shame. Hands up. All right. I think this time around, we think before we would all put them at the one time. I think we should maybe go around so everyone gets like a few seconds, not to judge or anything, but just we can appreciate everyone's equally. I think it was. Last time I did this, there was 6 of us, and it was like fun, but it was chaos. So, we'll do the same clockwise if everyone's okay and comfortable with that. So, Scott, if you would
Okay.
try to begin. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, that looks great. That looks great.
I like the yellow eyes. Nice.
Almost got the pupils in there.
Yeah, you gave them the collar.
Very haunting.
Awesome.
Let's take time to color. Yeah, right.
It's an effort.
Seriously, that's great.
Full disclosure, I cheated. I have a picture. I don't think I could draw anything without some sort of reference. I've always had something referenced, but
I think you should
Fine.
leave now. You should just go. Not like sign off. You should like leave your own house.
oh, okay. It's
Out
so
that window
cold out,
behind
though.
you.
Yeah,
You put a coat on. It's okay.
All right, thank
your
you.
eviction notice is coming in the mail.
Yeah. I'm in your house now. It's basically what's happening. All right.
Inside the house.
Yeah. Mark, what do you got going on?
All right, mine's not quite as good as Scott's. When I asked about the 15-second thing, it kind of threw me off.
That's okay.
Oh,
You got the fuzz going on, which I like.
That's
And-
adorable.
I wanted to
love
draw
I-
his arm cut off, but then I realized, oh, that's the arm that's supposed to be cut off, and I already drew it. So I couldn't go back. So I just did
You know
that, kind of waving as it's coming off.
It's given a thumbs up, though. It's very positive. I like that.
Yeah.
Positive message.
it. Almost like Terminator 2
He's like, my hand's getting chopped off, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
He's great. I love it. The pupils give him a lot of personality, too, for sure.
He's like, oh, well, what are you going to do?
It's a living.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So are you, is it a double reveal, or you want to?
Aqua,
Go
you
on
can
the
go
tongue.
first. You want me to go first? Yeah. All right. Well, I love it. Haven't looked at him in a little while. So here we go.
Ooh. Oh, do you give him eyelashes?
Yeah, I did. Well, I couldn't. I stopped being able to think of Ponda Boba-esque details, so I just added one of my own.
I'm guessing that he's looking dreamily at Dr. Cornelius here. He's like, that's my boy. He's got my back.
I was thinking of looking at Henny's drawing for a little more, like, inspiration as to what he may look like, but I just decided to go. The mind's eye is the greatest inspiration. And
That sounds like it. Also sounds like cheating to me.
Right. Well, exactly, and I wouldn't want to do
You
that.
also sound like
No.
a lying cheater.
So
We've
There we
already
go.
had one disqualification so far. We don't need another one.
All right, let's.
Yep. All right.
Okay, this is mine.
Oh, nice.
He's not happy.
He is not the team.
What I like about this, you get the weird butt thing, but you also have the head's like an additional butt vibe going on.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. But
And
he,
the bone is like a little butt.
yeah.
Wow.
I think that's it's a living face right there. Oh, it's a living.
It's-
Mine, I just went. This is. I'm not much of a drawer, so I just went with that.
Jeez. Oh, jeez.
That's what I assumed the translation was on mine. It was a, yeah.
When he was
So-
making that like heaving, engraved.
Yeah, sound translates to ouchies. All right. All right, that was round one. The second little person up here. Now, by name, it is Tequil. I don't know if that by name rings a bell for anyone. They went by Snaggletooth also. That's the action figure that one was like 2 feet tall and blue, and then he was like 6 feet tall and red, depending on when you bought him and who you bought him
I
from.
think it was the other way around, right? Or
Yeah,
was
the blue
Yelling
one is
at
the
me.
tall one.
Little
I'm,
one.
I'm
Or the small
sorry, I did
I'm
it
just-
wrong. Was it the red one came out first, and then they made him shorter? Like they goofed it up?
Can we disqualify the host? I think we will.
Wow. All right, well,
Much
All right, everybody,
better.
draw Snaggletooth. Let's
yeah.
go.
In your face. All right. Everyone know what this character looks like to Keel? I'd say this is the most handsome of the choices tonight, by the way. I want to share the picture that I have just because of the pose. It's pretty dreamy. There's a private chat to your right. I'm gonna put the link in there so you can have a look see.
Yeah, right,
It's the one I'm basing it off of. So if you want to have a look see real quick.
Oh,
Right?
That poor bastard.
It is also like almost like the Michael Jackson like Thriller coat.
It
Kinda.
sure is.
It's a good look, I think. All right, so let me get the timer going here. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Everyone has their media. Okay, and go. Some aggressive coloring going on in here. Someone's going nuts over there. Time. All right. Handsome fella. All right. No, should we? I think we'll change it. We'll have Mark. We'll kind of like switch it up so it's not the same person going first every time.
Okay.
So it's going to be Mark is up first this time.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. Yeah. Ooh, yes. He is
Nice.
delighted. He's happy to be here.
Oh,
He has a real banana splits kind of vibe.
He does, yeah.
yes. Oh, I love him.
So Star Wars via Hanna-Barbera, possibly. I like
I'd
it.
watch it.
Yeah. So how many drinks in is he in this picture?
Only 2.
Oh, okay. He's feeling
He's short. He doesn't take much.
the buzz. Yeah. Well, he is. So there's the short one then, because less
Yeah.
body to take the alcohol in.
I
like
imagine he can use his one tooth to like open the can. It's like when people like bite on it. Oh crap! I gave him 2. No, he clearly just looks like Dracula. Yeah. We'll wait till the big reveal. Oh, it's now.
It's now. Yes,
Ooh.
it is time.
Without further ado, I was gonna be a little ambitious with this and do the full body, but I didn't have time. So here we are.
Oh,
Nice.
I gave him a little pensive sort of,
no. What I like too, you get the fangs, but you also got like the Dracula hair
Well,
on it
that's the thing
too.
that stands out to me most because when I think about him, I think about the Kenner figure, and that's kind of how they do his hair. So
Yeah, like the triangular widow's peak.
exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
it's quite dashing.
he is, and you gave perspective with his height by putting him in the lower half of the page too.
Such is the mind of the artist.
That's right.
You didn't
Full
even know you found
appreciation.
that detail. That's great.
Alright.
Okay, mine.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Your
He's
photo
having-
really helped inspire me.
Oh, is he actually? Are they doing? Kind of
No,
that?
this
Is that
was
what-
just like his little part of his collar, but I didn't finish it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume that 'cause I think it's you gave him like a.
No, I like you're talking about him like this is like some kind of class photo.
Yeah, like there should be a second smaller one dissolved in the corner.
In his face, maybe a little galaxy back.
Yeah, lasers too.
Oh, shut up.
All right, this is my gentleman right here.
Oh,
He's,
you look so cute.
that's
He's got a
cute.
little Alf thing going on.
Yeah, you got the-
That could be right from Arthur.
It really could. It really could.
All right, Scott, what do you
All
got?
right.
Ooh, yes.
The clenched
Go color again.
I think that's
What?
Snaggle teeth.
Yeah, I got all kinds of teeth.
I love him. He's so good.
Get the nice fuzz going on.
I love it. Great, great.
Alrighty, on to number 3. By the way, I know there's at least one established definite favorite for Mark. It's Walrus Man. Does everyone have a particular favorite? Does everyone like Star Wars? I hope, at least somewhat
Yes.
here.
It's okay.
It's all right. Yeah, it's decent. Did anyone else have a particular favorite from this scene? Any character that appears in it?
I think Snaggletooth for me for the toy. Like I think I played with the toys a heck of a lot more than I watched the movies when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Walrus Man, Snaggletooth, and Hammerhead were the 3 that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
No, they're
I was a Hammerhead fan too. That's a nice segue. That happens to be the next character.
Spoiler alert.
Do you know the real name of Hammerhead?
Mama Nado.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
What's that?
better than I would have said it. But yeah,
Clearing your throat for saying a Star Wars character name.
but everyone knows. Look at this one. They're pretty distinct, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
All right. I got my reference picture up.
I know my mother.
All right. Everyone ready?
Walrus Man, look at the. Oh, sorry.
How's it? Is it? I look at this Mamau Nedon. Does that sound right?
That's probably closer.
All right then.
They put those names on the action figures like some kid is going to be like, oh my God, my favorite.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, Mamau.
Famed from his 3 seconds of screen time.
Hey, get him a figure, right?
Mentioned several. Several, yeah. there's been
Several. All right, I'm going to start right now. I'd say this reminds me of like cheese, like thick sliced cheese. No one else thinks of cheese when they see this, or you just want me to shut up?
What? Ooh, you're making me feel like I'm drawing the wrong guy.
Oh, sorry. It's part of my plan.
You're trying to psych me out.
That's right. Sounds like it's working. Yep, it's time. This one I didn't do so. Might be my least best so far.
Mine too.
All right, so we're gonna start in our lower left corner this time around.
Well,
The siblings.
if I may begin.
You may.
Only after finishing did I realize his head doesn't actually look like this. but I was really trying to remember.
The rules are loose. It's fine.
So I remembered, the neck thing, but I gave him this sort of mouth.
What?
No. Well, you see, I got the neck thing, but then I, not only does his head go up, but then I had it also go down for this little mouth, and I gave him little nostrils. But
That's all right.
This part, sorry.
I see no problem with it. I applaud your effort.
He looks
Looks
like the
great.
robot in Futurama. He's like, with the knife.
Oh, he does. Yeah. But regardless, this is how he stands. So there we go.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah.
I want to
gotta-
make sure I got his veiny arm. I love how.
Oh yeah. I didn't get the gross arms. Do
That's
you
okay.
think?
I mean,
do
I
you think he's-
barely got it. That barely qualifies as an arm.
is
He's
that-
sweating. He's a little nervous to be on camera.
do you think he uses? Is that why the arm is like that, or?
Yeah. See, I gave
How
him the
dare you.
dignity of cutting off the drawing right here, so you don't see, all of his like black infected like injection points.
Oh, pussy and whatnot. Poor Hammerhead. How could we?
He's always hammered.
Yeah. I'm apologizing, realizing what this may look like, and if you interpret it that way, I understand. I just look at it now, so this is my mine,
Holy shit!
and I think that's what he's saying to himself. Is like, look at me.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Wouldn't you?
I would.
I
Yeah,
love
that's. I can't let my son find this. Daddy, what's this? No, nothing.
I love that you make them say something. 'Cause, it really gives them a way to speak that they never really had before. Just
That's
making them
right.
Right, their
It's
voices
strange
really
noises.
deserve to be heard.
If you could isolate the banter, that's what he's saying. Shit.
Yeah. No, but you're cutting down like an intergalactic language barrier there. It's really
Right.
beautiful what you're doing.
In the end, we all think the same.
Right. Hey, aren't we all just citizens in one big galaxy?
Ooh,
Ooh, nice.
that's
That-
nice.
Yeah.
You got like the clothing and. Oh, can you put it back up for a second? I was still
Yeah.
admiring a little bit.
Don't be shy.
Yeah. I gotta say, he looks like he just saw something like, oh shit, that's a different kind of shit that he uses.
Surprise. No, but
Surprise, yes.
You did.
That was his reaction to the surprise guest.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, Quinn's gonna be here.
Oh man, it would have covered my crappy veiny arms if I had known. Oh, I was gonna see my track marks.
Like,
Damn it. Alrighty. Our last, but not least, I want to do Greedo if that's okay with everyone. If we're okay with
yeah,
Greedo.
wait. We
I
gotta
didn't
do
show mine.
Oh, Mark, I'm a jerk. I'm so sorry. I got the whole thing wrong. Jesus Christ.
host twice disqualified.
It's
I
kind
hang
of
my
okay
head
if you don't want to
in-
show it. It's probably my worst one. But
No, I want to see. I got so excited. What?
Oh,
that's great.
That's awesome.
I love his
Really
eyes.
cute.
Yeah.
He does have that little side eye in the Kenner toy. I like that you put that in there.
But this is like, yeah, all the pictures. He's really squinty. So
Yeah.
is he also surprised at something? He's surprised at something he's seeing, or is he? If you could turn him around, he would see Quinn and be like, "Oh shit," because he'd also be surprised that.
Right.
Hang on
For
a
the sake
second.
of his nerves, it's good that he's looking the other way then.
Wait. Can I do it? Here we go. Now, yeah. There we go. Okay.
Oh wait, wrong.
Hey, sexy.
All right. Go back to
Right.
this. All right. I'm sorry I got ahead of myself. I'm very excitable with these things.
We love it. It's okay.
All right. So I kind of spoiled the last one. It's Greedo, who I think that's one of my favorite voices, how it sounds in that scene. It's
For
like
sure.
it's
Clunky.
super weird. Yeah. But no, not that though. No, don't even. Mm-mm. Why? What's the word again?
Clunky.
McClunky? That was
Very
that was a George Lucas thing.
Yeah, it was.
I don't get it.
He-
there was something, I don't know if like Mark and I talked about Star Wars on a random podcast that I did a while back. Something that was brought to my attention on a video I saw on YouTube about changes to special effects. I guess in the original Star Wars, in Return of the Jedi, when Darth Vader is unmasked, they had the accurate makeup and everything, and he had eyebrows and whatever. You don't think about that, but they in a re-release they digitally removed his eyebrows.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense if you got, you're a burn victim, you would lose that. But like, who's sitting there like thinking, like, oh shit, the eyebrows, we didn't get rid of the eyebrows. Like George Lucas woke up in bed like 30 years after it was made. He's like, no,
The eyebrows.
in a cold sweat.
Yeah. What if they grew back? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
He's like,
right.
he has a red phone. He's like, it's like his Industrial Light and Magic phone. He's like, get me Steve. And
You gotta remove those eyebrows. We made a terrible mistake.
yeah,
Burn every copy.
now we have to do another new Blu-ray release just to remove the eyebrows.
We've gotta
Eyebrow
have-
edition.
if he's got a full robotic suit, they've got to have the power to at least give him his eyebrows back.
You could have penciled him in, if anything, salon style. Right?
He was
Should've
using
guessed
force.
that.
He was force wielding them back.
he's just doing that to himself. Someone walks in, he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Leave me alone."
Isn't he in enough agony?
What if every time you hit him, he'd pencil him on, but then he'd go in the back to tank, and they would just wash it off, so you gave up.
Oh, so annoying.
Yep, hate when that happens. All right, Greedo, I'm not even gonna look at a picture this time. Screw it. And I'm gonna give 1 minute and 7 seconds. What do you think of that?
All right.
Nice.
Extra 7 seconds. You're welcome.
Second he was on screen.
Probably, yeah. That's in memory of how long he was on screen for.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna start it now. That's it. Well. All right. This is not my finest work.
Even with the extra 7 seconds.
7 seconds, yeah. I got cocky. I think, I don't know. I think I tried coloring and I shouldn't have done that. I was intimidated by Scott coloring things nicely, and
Yeah. Your ambition will be your downfall. Now you know.
yeah. Well, here he is. It's not. It's the coloring. It's bad. I was going for like a Kubert thing, but then I colored it in. I was like, nah, I ruined it.
Dang.
I-
You've got
I
like
could-
a Basquiat thing going on.
Sure. Like, I appreciate you trying to boost my ego, but I guess I'm gonna stick to no colors. So that's my.
Like flashing before his eyes.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's accurate. It did happen. So,
Oh, well, you-
all right.
it
I
is.
feel better about it. Thank you for that.
See, a classic example of you really just capturing the essence of the character.
That's right. Just what I was planning to do. All right then.
All right. I think color got in my way this time too.
Oh no, that's nice.
That's great.
See, this looks like this is like that the Flintstones kids cartoon. This would be like the Greedo kids version, like back when he was just like an innocent young lad before he was causing
Yeah.
any
It's
trouble.
like, yes, it's Greedo Middle School.
That's right. Like his voice is just starting to change. Starting to crack. He's getting his first few mustache hairs, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Awkward time.
Classic.
No idea he died face down on a table in a bar somewhere. Poor fella. He did shoot first, by the way.
Yes.
No, Han shot first.
Are you really going to get disqualified a third time?
A fourth, probably. At least. It's my show. I'll get disqualified as many
Those are
times as I
fighting
want.
words. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right, Mark, what do you got?
All right. With that extra 7 seconds, I've managed to add some.
Ooh. Oh, you put it.
Yeah,
You did it.
that's great.
Now that's a life flashing before my eyes. Look, if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have put a question mark because
It's
Big
a
McMonkey means, are you
ponder
shooting me?
Famous last
You're
words.
not really shooting me, are you?
McClunky. I love
Like
it.
the
Really.
mouth too, just like that confused, like, oh no, kind of thing going on.
You know, I love it. It looks great.
Yeah, that's
Thank
great.
you.
Even got his little scoop neck collar thing that he's got going on in the Kenner.
Yeah, I
guy.
tried to get as much of the outfit as I could, but I ran
Yeah.
out of time.
Oh, I didn't see that. I thought he was wearing like an undershirt at first before I noticed the bottom part. Like his, like he took his coat off and he's just wearing his white. I was going to avoid saying the wife beater because that's an awful term if you think about it. So casually used. I'm wearing a wife beater.
He's a smuggler, though. You know,
Exactly.
he's
Wait, so
already a morally dubious guy. He probably doesn't care.
Okay, so are you somehow defending wife beaters?
No, I'm just assuming that perhaps he wouldn't have like the same, I think, maybe moral qualms that we do about like calling it that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, he's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter.
A man of dubious morals.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's actually a woman that wore the costume, wasn't it?
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a female.
I think
in
it
the,
was. Yeah, I think it was two people, but it was
Two
a girl.
people,
There's
like-
a picture
like-
with like whole Greedo costume and then high heels at the bottom.
Oh, I thought you meant like two people in the same costume, like forced in.
Same.
Yeah.
But are they face to face?
Horse costume.
Yeah, except far more
Like the
confined.
horse
and
costume. Yeah.
All right, there, power duo.
Okay. So, I got a little
Wonder
overzealous about the minute and 7 seconds myself because I started drawing his arm as if I was going to go for a full body shot of Greedo, but then I drew the arm and then I was like, oh shit, and then I just scribbled out his head. So here he is. You see, he's got his long fingers, and he's
It looks like he's just been admonished. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
yeah.
He's so shy.
I know, but I was thinking of the power of the Force figure when I was drawing it, so that's why I included this little thing and his
Oh
long
yeah, his
fingers.
little
But
gun holding.
alas, it's A for effort.
Oh, definitely. It looks like sorry, Job. Like he's like this is like his ghost form. Sorry, Job. I didn't do the job. I'm sorry.
Screwed up a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Well, thanks for the encouragement.
Yeah. If the other one was the middle school, that's definitely the
Post-mortem.
was
Yeah.
Was I a good Greedo?
Yeah.
Heard you were one of the best. Mine sucks.
No.
I'm not
Does
a fan.
not.
I misremembered the shape of his eyes.
That's okay. I like it. It's almost like he has like a mohawk kind of thing. Is he also Sam McClunky?
He is, yeah. I think I couldn't remember if he had a mohawk or not. I kind of feel like he does.
The Kenner one has a mohawk. but,
Yeah.
like the movie one just has like little spiky things that are shaped like a mohawk, but
Mm. All right.
I like it.
Thank you.
I'm getting like almost like a slight Creature from the Black Lagoon vibes in that,
I would agree.
which I think
Yeah.
is a good thing.
You know what? I'm getting a lot more slight Greedo vibes. That's for sure. You know.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But yeah, that was the deal. Did everyone free? Okay, I thought people froze up. I'm sorry. Everyone was very still and quiet for a second. Like what happened?
We're just hanging on your every word.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
listening.
it's ripping, isn't it? No, that was it. Do you have any closing comments? Anything? Do you have what's your favorite Star Wars movie? How about that? We'll end on something like that. Any of them, not just the original three.
Hmm.
Scott, you go first. We'll go clockwise.
I would say I'm torn between Empire and I loved Rogue One. And I know that's not a super popular choice, but I loved that movie start to finish. So
I just watched. That's what I watched. That was my New Year's Eve. Rogue One.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Cool.
Yeah. Woo. What about Mark?
probably the first movie, the original movie.
Just
Rogue
plain old
One
Star Wars,
is very
right? Not
good.
even A New Hope.
Well, I don't know. It was just Star Wars when I was a kid. We never,
Damn
it
right.
wasn't New Hope till much later. So
Yeah, that's right.
the eyebrows came back and all that stuff happened.
Yeah.
When it was-
All right. Quinn.
Oh, thanks. Well, honestly, I'd be inclined to agree with Empire and Rogue One. Because they capture the same things. They both capture the same things that I sort of like about Star Wars. Like, not only because of all the, the cool costumes and the dumb little alien guys, but the tonally too.
Oh, truth.
Mm.
In a good way. Come on, what have we just been doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Empire and Rogue One too. They capture the sort of like a dark drama of Star Wars in a nice way.
I hear that. I agree with that.
I think Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. It's really. I really do. I have very fond memories of watching it when I was little, and I love the memes about it. And I don't know. I
Legacy.
do though. I do like the and I like the sort of very melodramatic, almost just kind of edgy kind of anime arc that Anakin goes on. I don't know. I just like it a lot. I don't think it's the best. I think definitely probably my objective quality. I think Empire is my favorite, but like to watch, like I know I definitely like have the most fun with Revenge of the Sith. I laugh a lot. It's yeah.
Wait, that was the third in the next trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Can I share just a quick story? I wasn't there to witness it in person, but two of my friends saw it in the movie theater, and during the scene, it's when Natalie Portman's character, Amidala,
Padme.
Amidala, yeah.
okay, when it's her funeral and they said Jar Jar Binks makes an appearance. I guess one of my friends turned to my other friend and very loudly in the movie theater went, "Me so horny, sir."
What a gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good. See how much joy the movie can bring, guys.
It's right. Yes.
Doesn't it just bring the best out of everyone?
Yeah. I mean, mine's and it's because it's one of the first movies I recall seeing that there was Return of the Jedi. I know Ewoks and whatever, but
No, it's great. No.
That was they're all fun and fantastic, but that's like one of the earliest memories I have, like going with my dad and seeing something in the theater on a big screen. It was like a big deal. So, but then Rogue One is my second favorite. So no controversy there. That's why I watched it again just a few nights ago, because
Nice.
I missed it and I wanted to hang out with it again.
That's good. Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn, yeah.
He's great.
I love when Darth Vader says, "Try not to choke on your aspirations." He's always choking him.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Great. No, I love it.
No,
It's
no,
great.
no.
I love that
It's
movie.
good.
Yeah.
It would have been funny afterwards if Darth Vader said "zing," acknowledging his son.
Bazinga.
Yeah, that would be bad. Be terrible. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up. And thank you all. Thank you, bonus brother, for making an
thanks for
appearance. And
I know the notice was short.
Yeah, sorry if that was a little rude,
Yeah.
but
next time, I need at least 15 minutes notice. Okay.
all right. Check your
0
Instagram
minutes.
messages.
0 minutes is not good enough. But yeah, when I post this, I'm going to put all your information so everyone knows,
Nice.
as if they don't know already who you all are, because you're all fantastic artists. So, yeah. Hopefully you'll come back sometime. I'm going to be doing this semi-regularly, and
It's so fun. I love being on this show.
Absolutely.
yeah, and maybe one of these days, I know Scott and I live in the same state. Maybe we'll cross paths.
That would be great.
Yeah, I'll somehow turn to fisticuffs. I don't know why, but that's what I feel is going to happen.
You take some of these debates outside. How about?
Right. And the thing is, though, I think Scott's going to start it. I'd be like, "Hey, we've done that," and then I won't even finish my sentence.
I'll just come running at you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just swinging, running.
Yeah. I'll be like about to take like a bite of a sandwich, and you just punch me in the face.
Just macking it right out of his mouth. Ooh.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll be watch Bill eat this.
That's right. Wow, you actually seen that before?
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have anyone else seen Watch Bill Eat before? It's
That's on
Don't watch it while you're eating. Just
oh no, you're supposed to. It's basically I'll take occasional selfies of myself eating bananas at my job.
That's on. Do you put those on TikTok?
Occasionally, yes. On the
Yeah, I think
TV
I
show
see that.
Johnson. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Don't apologize. I love him.
I know. I do that because the only reason I do that was because my boss walked into my office one day when I happened to take a banana, and he thought it was funny, and so he left. And when he came back in, I did it on purpose, and he laughed and he left. And then 10 minutes later, I waited for him to come back in, and when he came back in, I was just like, I just like did it stupidly. So yeah, I did like a dog with their toy, and then so that's like 4 years ago, and like at least once a week now, I'll go into his office. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm real sorry, and I'd love to eat a banana." So I'll just if he's having if he's having like a serious meeting with a coworker, I'll just like poke in his door, and I'll just the banana will be like, and thankfully he always laughs about it. So
Yeah, no, that's great.
yeah, he actually it makes sense. I'll wrap it up on when I first started working there. I was doing work, very busy and stuff, and he stopped me and he talked to me for 10 minutes about Star Wars on the clock. So I'm like, this guy's all right.
Cool,
So-
cool.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, I'll invite you all back at some point, and hopefully you'll come back on, and we'll have some more fun drawing things.
Yeah, I can't wait. I
Great.
won't pull a Henny again
That's okay. If you gotta, you gotta. I'll
when I cancel. Oh.
Um,
I had
and,
strep
you know,
throat. It was
yeah.
up in another. Yeah,
strep throat, schmep throat. That's what I have to say.
that's the spirit.
That's right. All right. Well, have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Take care. Nice
Bye.
meeting you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
May the force be with you and stuff.
And all that jazz.